My father was an engineer. He went to Purdue and did a lot of work in the basement. He had quite a shop for making things. And so as I was growing up, I spent lots of time with my dad in the shop, and I think over a period of time I saw that I had a mechanical aptitude. And so consequently, when it came time to figure out what to do with myself, it was like, well, Dad went to Purdue, he was an engineer. I think that's a good decision for myself. And so I followed in his footsteps. When I was a freshman engineering student, there were certainly, I remember Physics 152, and that was very challenging, but obviously I made it through that. And then I think every semester there were classes that I can certainly remember. Back at that point in time, I was able to get into a class where we actually worked with an industrial partner. So at that point in time, I think it was American Can, and we had a chance to visit their facility, and they gave us a specific project. And the result that my team came up with was actually well received by the company. Purdue it's a tough school. It's a great education. It's a world-renowned university, and lots of long nights and lots of difficult assignments. But when it was all said and done, I'm very, very proud to be an alumni from Purdue. At the time I graduated, I had more job offers and job interviews than I knew what to do with. And it turned out that Alcoa was the company that I decided, and that was my first career. So I spent 28 years with them in various parts of the business, starting in engineering and then ending up in operations management. Over a period of time, I had the opportunity to actually move the family overseas. And so the first assignment was in Italy. And you know, obviously there's a big difference between just making a business trip to a foreign country and doing some work versus picking up the whole family and moving overseas for a period of time. And so we had the fortune of living in Italy for 3 years. By far the biggest benefit for getting the international experience is just starting to understand that it is a global economy today. Everything is linked, and it's so important to be able to have that experience, whether it's in Germany, whether it's Italy or China or wherever the case may be. That experience is simply invaluable. I'm currently Senior Vice President of Operational Excellence and Chief Technical Officer for Constellium. Basically, we take large pieces of aluminum and we roll them into different plates or coils for aerospace, for transportation, for beverage containers, and also make extrusions out of the aluminum. Think about what you're really passionate about. What gets you excited? You know, what makes you want to get out of bed in the morning and go to work? Or, you know, think about your future employers and who that might be. Because quite honestly, when people are doing things that they're really passionate about, it works very, very well for them, and it's where they're going to be most successful when it's all said and done. The world is always going to need engineers, and so whether the economy is strong or whether the economy is weak, those jobs are always going to be in demand. Engineers are really what drive innovation in the world, and innovation is what drives companies and makes companies more profitable, and quite honestly drives economies like the United States. So that's another reason for getting into engineering. There's so many different things that you can do. You can go be a technical person, you can get into sales, you can get into operations. You know, I'm very, very happy with the education I received from Purdue, and certainly the career opportunities that I've had.